Well, today I thought I'd see if the old Massey Ferguson 50 wanted to start up. I've been kind of curious of how it would do in the snow. It sits quite high, so it should be alright in the steeper snow. But let's see if it'll start first thing. I don't think the old David Brown 990 is going to start. So it's a diesel, and the Massey Ferguson's a gas engine. So let's see how it does. And battery is stone dead. But I guess I should have expected that. Okay, so battery is stone dead. So either I have to find another battery for it, or we try to get something over here to boost it. Well, we could see if the old Bronco wants to drive over there in the snow. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so we barely got off the trail before we fell through the thick, crusty snow and got hung up. So I guess we'll have to come up with a different plan. Okay, here we go. This should get us out of our sticky situation over there. So I haven't been using this too much right now because both the track tensioners need to be rebuilt on it. As you'll probably see, they are pretty loose, but we aren't going too far, so hopefully they stay on there and it gets the job done for us and doesn't create a bigger problem. Let's find out. so it fired up there. It took a little bit of rolling, but fired up. Now it's sitting there purring away. So what I'm finding here is when I pull the booster cable off the battery, listen to what the engine does. So, I don't think the alternator's working, because the battery's pretty dead, and if the alternator was working properly, it would still run perfectly fine without the battery. But because when I unhook that the engine tries to stall, so the spark plugs aren't getting the power, it seems to indicate that the alternator needs to be rebuilt. It's probably putting out some power because it didn't just instantly die, but I don't think it's putting out enough power. But what we could do is put a fresh battery in it still, and that'll be enough to keep it going and running around a while, so long as the alternator is working. So we'll let it warm up here for a minute, and we'll see if it does charge this battery up a little bit. But if not, we'll change the battery and see what happens. Alright, well, unfortunately I did let it run here for a few minutes. That battery's not taking any sort of a charge, so the tractor's not going to run, at least not run right. So I think we'll go get another battery and put in it, and we'll go from there. I guess we're going to have to deal with this little bit of a situation before we get going too far here, but shouldn't be too big of a problem for the loader. So let's get hooked on, pull this out, and then we'll see if we can go find a battery for it. The tractor, anyway. Okay, Bronco's free. You can see from the holes, the front differential was just nestled nicely down there in the snow. So I was hung up. Now, I think while I have the loader going and out here now, I may as well plow a path over to that tractor so I can drive right over there with the battery and stuff. So let's do that. Okay, the loader made quick work of that snow, so we got a trail cleared over there. Let's hop in the Bronco, run back to the house and see if I have another battery kicking around. I'm pretty sure I do. So we'll go get it, we'll get back, and I'll see if I can get that tractor moving. Okay, found a battery. Didn't really have a tester to see if it's any good, but let's find out. Success! All right, now let's button up the hood and we'll see if it actually moves anywhere in the snow. I'll give it a few minutes to warm up. It is gas, so it won't take long, and see what happens. Well, it wasn't looking fantastic there for a minute, but it did manage to pull itself out. You'll notice it doesn't want to steer here. That's because the posi pedal is locked down, but I do fix that in a moment. Okay, so we did struggle a little bit to get out of there, but hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit better on some of these paths and stuff, because that was right down to the ground and sitting on a little bit of ice there. So once we got up there to the holes, it seems to be working all right. So let's do a little bit of trail riding first, and then if that works well, maybe we'll try taking it off into the deep snow and see if it actually will come back out. Or worst case, we will go to plan B to get it back out. But one thing at a time, let's try the trails. Massey seems to be running really well, and clearly it had no problem on those trails, which I should hope it shouldn't. But I think it may be relatively useless in the deeper snow, but we're going to try it anyways. Let's see what happens. So right there, when I climbed over, was actually a snowbank from when I plowed this with the bulldozer. But yeah, I drove right up over top of that frozen snowbank and over. I was going to head out to the field, but we'll get a better camera angle and we'll set it up and see how I do. That really didn't do too bad. I was starting to get bogged down a bit in some of the drifts that are out there. You can't really see them on camera, but it does get quite deep. But I was able to get turned around and come back out of it. Yeah, so it worked a lot better than I thought it was going to anyways. Still don't think I'll be picking it to go on any winter rescue missions for stuck vehicles and stuff like that. But at least now we know. So I guess I'll park it again and probably not take it out till spring. But you never know what could happen. So to put this away for long periods of time, you rev it up a little bit, you shut the gas off, and you let it run out. Just like that. But anyways, alright, thanks for watching.